Welcome to SHA. What makes people like the axis of butt smell so hateful? Also, Greiker taking the wheel. Welcome. Trouble sleeping? It's now 4:54 a.m., 50 miles north of Los Angeles, California, the best country of the world. We're talking about social rejects. I won't be using real names, won't be doxing, won't be going real life. In fact, the axis of butt smell. Jeno mentally ill, fake Christian hair puller. I won't use her, even her avatar name. Social rejects. All social rejects, which is the basis of their hate, I believe. I'll talk about it. Then there's Wish. I still don't understand why Wish, who has talent, who is not a social reject, would be part of the axis of butt smell. I mean, it's unfortunate. People are welcome to come up if they want. If they don't, I'll focus more on chat. We'll start with chat. Arnie Zanzibar. Hey, Arnie. Sam, will Charlotte and David's non-SHA-like behavior be discussed? What is their non-SHA-like behavior? Charlotte's super cool. David's managing mod. And both have alerted us about the really creepy behavior of not lay pervert. So you have to give me more detail, Mr. Zanzibar. When Jan shared her leggings in London, both David and Charlotte hate bonded. I don't think they hate bonded. They just believe in righteous and good. They believe in calling out a real creep, not a pervert. Both David and Charlotte hate bonded. I don't agree on that. To fabricate a story. What fabricated story? That was nothing more than a smear campaign against not a pervert. Details, sir, details. There is Mike calling it out since 2017 or so. The economy or economic news on the market for my stock ain't so good, Mike. So my NVIDIA stock has taken a hit. Oy vey. I'm still in pretty good shape, but not like I was before the last week. Down, down, down. NVIDIA go. What will happen Monday? Let's find out. Those who care about the stock market. Arnie Zanzibar. When Jan I read that, right? Yeah. Sorry. Jeno, not lay pervert, needs to be in grippy sock jail. Call it out. I call it out. I'm calling out these rejects. And I do not profess to be licensed anything. I do not say I'm going to diagnose anybody, though it really can't be done on the internet. I say it with credentials I have. But anybody without credentials can see it too. I do have a master's in clinical psych and education, 2 teaching credentials, a BA in political science. But I'm not speaking as some professional, as I'm not anyway, but just as a person who I present myself. Common sense, most of all. What has prompted these creeps? What has made them the creepy haters they are? And I think it's pretty obvious. They're social rejects, meaning Jeno, May, hair puller, sit at the table you don't want to go to. They have been rejected. They should be rejected for their current behavior. But what made them the hateful people they are? Pretty obvious, right? Common sense. Socially, they would be rejected, right? And that's common sense. So people who suffer socially, who get rejected, oftentimes turn bitter and foul and cruel. And here they are. Common sense. Would anybody really say that not a pervert and May and hair puller would not be rejected? Of course, they've been rejected for good reason. But rejection has led them to this axis of butt smell hate. That's what they are. Anybody listening, people in chat, people playing later, would you want to be with any of these three people? Now, Whoosh surprises me, but Whoosh has joined the hate mongers. Why? I think he'll regret it. I think he will. But he's probably been through a lot, Whoosh. He tells us. All of this information is on air given. He tells us that Whoosh broke up with a lady he obviously loved for many, many, many years. And somehow I think there's an element of rejection toward Whoosh there. And I know I have gone through a lot when I broke up my first marriage. So I'm sure Whoosh is going through hard times after such a breakup, after so long. But Whoosh, you've ended up at Hate City with these social rejects. And I can't feel sorry for them because though I feel bad they've been rejected, in my view, they're the hate group right now. They're not the social gold. They're fool's gold. They're fools, but most of all, they go real life. And here comes Greiker, someone new to our little part of the world. And he's not going to loosen his grip. And also, Greiker has called for a unity in our small world. And I agree. These three people, the axes of butt smell, are so bad that people less problematic should unite, at least for now, to stop the axes of butt smell hurting so many people, or at least replying, right? And I use common sense and decency and good people that the axes of butt smell don't have. They have grouped together. They will get much attention. And the good people, the righteous people, should respond as I am right now. Thank the 12 people watching. I appreciate it. The more people alerted to not a pervert, we can talk about him. Oh, he's the worst, right? Oh, can you imagine him hooking up with a lady and a lady takes him home and says, here is this guy. He has flashed. He gets angry. He shows his penis. He has no money. He's on public housing, probably takes medication, but is a real hateful social reject. Oh, can you imagine anyone introducing not a pervert to anybody they care about? Can you imagine anybody wanting or having not a pervert in their neighborhood, their street? Would any of you trust him to be around anyone? Anyone? Would anybody trust him in a public park? Meaning, I'm not saying that he exposes himself in a public park. There's no proof of that. But not a pervert just didn't show up in 40 and flashed his penis on many streams without a history, right? Usually, sexual perversion fetish shows up in adolescent. So I wouldn't be surprised. The man obviously has sexual deviant problems. What normal person would flash on air? Anywhere, really. But he does. And now he lies about it. It didn't happen. But Greiker showed very clearly, check out Greiker's last stream yesterday, or 2 streams. Greiker showed with clips quite clearly that this Notley Jeno is a pervert. Now, I'm not calling him a pedo. He goes around calling other people a pedo, but that may be projection, not that I'm calling him that. But if Notley pervert is calling other people that, got to look at himself. I'm not calling Notley pervert a pedo or a pedo supporter, but clearly a man who flashes, pulls down his penis in anger and exposes his penis many, many times, has problems, many problems. Jan, who got to know him, they were engaged to be married, did say that this man cannot perform, according to her, sexually like a man, that he's addicted to pornography. Jeno does have horrible words for people he accuses of being gay. He makes it accusatory, but there's nothing wrong. If gay people obey the laws, don't push their agenda, gay people have been through a lot. So SHA is not anti-gay. We don't use hate words that Notley pervert calls people fruits. And yet, this Notley pervert had something going on with somebody named Matty Cat, who Alex says is a transvestite. Anything to do sexually with Notley pervert, I don't want to know about. But unfortunately, his ex-girlfriends, Jan in particular, talked about Notley pervert not being able to perform as a man, and has indicated he even takes a penis pump. Social reject. Can you imagine this guy, Notley pervert, being socially successful? Have you seen him with friends? He's alone in his apartment, and this is important to him, being online, as he poses as a Jeno, Lay Jeno, the comic. He poses as suave, well-spoken, and funny. He's not funny. He was known for spurging, and now he's just known as streaming his hate agenda. Why? No friends, no success with women or men, probably. No money, just a failure. Just a failure, right? Jan said he's on some kind of assistance. I believe that. Just a total failure in life. Social rejects can oftentimes be problematic for society. He's got nothing to lose. And what function does this Notley pervert provide? Hate. Hate. Would the world be better with him in it or not? And unlike May Noodles, who wish death upon me, I don't wish any of these people physical harm. I wish them help, really, because they hurt society. Each one of them is a taker and hurts society by their hate because they're socially rejected. That would explain how they ended up. But they should all be in therapy, and they should all be helped, because they're going to go through life based on their history of hurting people. Certainly ask the women who were with Notley pervert, Jan, Tiff Mafia, and the Prophet. He's hurt all three. How many other people has he hurt who haven't stepped forward? He basically boasts about ejacking. Why Why does a man in his 40s ejac? Why can't these men, like late pervert, go out in the real world and find women and find women? Uh, Sometimes they can get women, like not late pervert got basically decent women. They find out who he is and go, get me away. Like everybody should, even on YouTube. But these social rejects have bonded, are at that table nobody wants to sit at. Not because, for me, that they don't have social skills, because they're hateful. Because they're hateful. And if they're nice, even though nobody wants to be around them, sometimes in school, hey, come on over. Uh, Kindness should rule, not hate. So that's about it. Greiker has stepped up, kind of looked at our little world, has found out some real scummy people like Not Late Pervert, and has taken up the call. Greiker has taken the lead on this. I'm kind of tired of dealing with these people. They're not fun. So if it's early in the morning, I'm not doing anything. I'll talk about them. But the lead really needs to go to Greiker, in my opinion. Now, Greiker is going to be attacked, and the others who fight the axis of butt smell. I've been targeted, and look who's targeting me. It's fine. I provide content if they do commentary on me because I'm interested, and they get the views. But I don't care that much, right? I care that the butt smell people like May Noodles did dox innocent parent of Hello Starlight, according to Greiker. Butt smell sent Greiker copies of Alex's Australian passport and birth certificate. So these people go real life. Now, Whoosh doesn't go real life. I'm kind of confused why Whoosh, who has skills, would choose to hang with such horrible people. Really disappointed completely. He's gone after me, but I don't think, and I haven't heard all of what Whoosh has done. I don't think solo. He makes fun of my voice. Who cares? He doesn't, Whoosh, seem to go where the other axis of butt smell go, bringing up my kids, 2 boys, bringing up my wife. So Whoosh can attack me. Just don't go low that the others go. But Whoosh, you are judged because these are the people you want to be with. Doxers. I said to Whoosh in chat, why do you hang out with a pro doxer like me? Doxing doesn't sound like you, Whoosh. Why do you hang out with a known pervert? I will define pervert. A flasher, somebody who exposes themselves. And here's somebody in backstage, but I don't know, man. But you're not showing anything. Let me put up a picture just in case and see if this person wants to come up. Hello. Oh, doesn't sound good. Yeah, that's probably a porn bomber. If you're showing your face, I can't see it. Phil, I won't even say the full name. Okay, I got to get rid of you too. Hang on. Oh, I can't get rid of him. I'll just keep him backstage and go to chat. This is Mike, Candyman. Jeno needs to be in a grippy sock jail. Call it out. I've called out this guy, but I think Greiker now will take the lead on this. I hope. My computer's gone out for a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to try to correct it. I'm back. Hopefully this works. I will go to chat. We're talking about social rejects. These people, I'm interested in people and what makes Miss Butt Smell, Jeno, and Hair Puller, what makes them such creepy people, right? And I think there's some obvious things that they are definitely, if you look at them fairly, social rejects. All three of them. No functional relationships, no love. A lot of rejection, surely. And so the rejects get together and they do their little hate, and hopefully they're called out by good people. But they do they do shit is what they do. They do. They've gone real live. They've doxed innocent people. May Noodles openly admits or doesn't deny that she doxed the parent of Hello Starlight, etc. Arnie, is it possible to get Jan on so we can get to the bottom, pardon the pun, of this smear campaign? What smear campaign? The smear campaign is by the axes of butt smell, dummy. Mike, let the lack of confidence and economic stability begin. Mike is really against Trump. I hope Trump does well. I'm very worried about tariffs. Personally, NVIDIA has lost over 20% of the value. So there goes my great prosperity. I'm fine without it, but I've lost, I'm guessing on paper, 300,000 or 400,000 in the last week and a half. But I'm a little down. But those who hate me, I probably have more than you. But yeah, NVIDIA has taken a bad hit. Arnie, I really think that Charlotte and David need to be held accountable for putting the SHA brand under dispute. Nonsense. They're good people. The good reputation of SHA current is on the balance. I don't think so. First of all, I speak for myself, not them. But we all need to group together to stop the true smear that the axis of bud smell is doing. Jeno is a known creep, and Greiker has shown very easily clips of not late pervert freaking out, being obnoxious, being hateful, and porn bombing and flashing. How are you going to pretend you're suave? You're the real, not late, the real Jeno-like TV personality. He talks slick, he's smart, but he'll always have the real of what he did coming up 30, 40, 50 times. Not a pervert. On air, took down his pants and flashed his penis. What? That ain't a pervert? Really? Sun don't come up. And he don't like that. Not only that, there's a question of legality. Did he, not a pervert, pay money that a woman, Liz, would masturbate or be there when he masturbated with him? Alex has talked about not late. I got a likeness. Likeness is not him. I got a likeness of not late pervert. Where is it? Where is the likeness of not late pervert? Here it is. A likeness. Not late pervert. Of Greek heritage, by the way. A likeness. This man is actually happier looking than not late pervert. And he doesn't have that mouth thing. You know, when you listen to Not Late Pervert, listen for the heavy breathing. What's up with that? Terrible. Likeness of Not Late Pervert. And I have a likeness of the hair puller, mentally ill, fake Christian. I won't mention her avatar name. By the way, she always says I dox her. Complete lie. In fact, I think I was in Greiker's chat. Somebody somebody put up her real name. What did I do? I banned that person. No, wherever you are, no doxing. So they falsely accused. As a matter of fact, I banned, and you can see when someone's banned by mod, you can see, that person, Sam Hill banned or unbanned. And I banned the doxer. So I banned on the chat, of Greiker. Somebody tried to dox her, brought up her name. What did I do? I banned that person and took off the name. So please look at the truth, not their smears. Hold me accountable, but don't smear me, which they do, right? So there's a likeness. Here's a likeness of fake Christian, hair puller. I do think she's mentally ill. She'd have to be to do what she does. So obsessional, too. So these haters are grouping together, but truth matters. I've been on for half an hour. 1 hour would be good. People saying hello. Mike. Candyman. Let me give it. Uh-oh. Come on. I'm having computer issues today. I'm not sure why. So, got to go off again, try to fix it. Back again. Waiting to see if my computer's working. Don't feel bad, Sam. It isn't just NVIDIA. The whole market is red, especially tech. This is the consumer confidence of the new situation. Well, markets sometimes get depressed. Not as bad as this. Who knows, right? The whole market could crash. So, yeah, I feel bad, but I have other stuff. I have money in the bank. I own, and I have my family. But of course, I feel bad, especially for the people who depend upon it. Let's see what happens. NVIDIA has really taken a dive with other stocks too, but over a quarter maybe. Monday, will it go down again? We'll see. But that's the market. I bought the stock for about $2,000 and it's given back so much. So I shouldn't complain too much, should I? No, I shouldn't. German lady has appeared. And here's Arnie. Their mothers gave them the side eye. One of the butt smell, I think fake Christian, the father abandoned them, the family. Not a pervert. Something's gone south with them. But I don't know too much about their family. And I probably wouldn't talk about it anyway. Something's definitely gone wrong with not a pervert. I've given a theory before that he said he went to a very, very posh school. He would never be accepted as the son of an immigrant. That's just high society. He says he is, but his personality, no one would want to make friends with. Does he have friends? I never saw friends. Once he went to change a cable. No, we know he has no friends. He can't keep a woman. He's socially inept. He has a slick way of talking, but when he shows his real personality, nobody would want to be around him, right? Why are they around him now bonding? Well, because they're social rejects. They get together and reinforce each other. But you all are still rejected. I wouldn't want to be your friend. Who would? They have no friends. That's a commonality too. They have no friends. And they'll deny it. But look at their lives. Do they have partners? No. Wish is the one I'm surprised at because he was in a loving relationship. What's happened to him? Boy, cuckold. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, here's what I just did. A real first name was used. I banned that person. I don't even want a real first name of anyone. What did I do? I'm not even like that person who said it. I not only timed them out, I banned them. No doxing at all. And they smear me because they dox. May Noodles doxes innocent people like a innocent father, but I don't and won't. I just ban that person. Yes, I know Not Late Pervert's real name. I won't say it. Excuse me. The proof that I took action is I have his real name in the ban list. I have Hair Puller's real name in the ban list. Well, they're on the ban list because I banned them. You get it? But that's what they do. They lie. Let's not become but smell like. Let's be better. Let's be better. Greiker is his own man. They will attack Greiker, and I will support the truth about Greiker. Same about Alex. I am not dealing with Alex now because it's said that he made a comment about a 10-year-old and consent. Totally unacceptable. And I said that I want to hear Alex's side and I might not let him up ever again. But they attack me because I want to hear the side of Alex? No. If someone's attacked, I want to hear their side of the story too before I act. So I don't know about Alex. As of now, he's got to explain himself, and then I'll decide what to do. But I want to hear from Alex too. Hello, German lady. Comment from German lady. People saying hello to her. Angela Witt. Angela Witt has a part in this story. Angela Witt, that I see, came in here just to be entertained, maybe. She was in May Noodles. I don't know what she did. Did she question? Did she comment? So Angela Witt got banned or timed out for what? Because the butt smell don't permit opposing, critical comment. And that's all of them, except Wish. I don't know about Wish. Angela Witt is an example of a good person, just maybe questioning in May Noodles chat, and she got kicked out. True or not? The sewer would be a name for the axis of butt smell. People saying hello. Here is Jan. Welcome, Jan.
Hey Sam, how's it going?
I'm growing weary of going after. Let me get rid of this. Excuse me. I'm getting tired of going after these creeps. So Greiker is coming up. I brought up your name a little bit because you know more about Not Late Pervert than probably anyone. Unfortunately, sorry about that.
Yeah.
He's
I
still
mean,
around.
but I don't really know that much. And here's the thing. It was 3 years ago. I don't talk to him anymore, and I've tried really hard to, you know, suppress all of those horrible memories of having to sleep on the fart couch and, you know, and all of the stuff, all of the other stuff. I don't like the dude. He's creepy and he's mean and he's rude. And recently, somebody, the last person that tried to troll me using a relationship, when I wouldn't leave the community that I'm in now went over and got Lay Jeno to try to come to this community and talk shit about me. And Jeno was gonna do it. But thankfully, the people that he was trying to use their platform to do this on wouldn't allow that. But he was gonna do it. He was that fucking dude went up there and got Jeno, and they were gonna sit there and just talk all kinds of shit about me. And how disgusting is that? How disgusting is that?
Well, if he wants a presence on here, and he does, because he has nothing else, he probably has to try to discredit you because you knew him intimately. You were engaged to the man.
But the thing is,
Correct?
yes, I was, but I'm not currently. That was 3 years ago. I'm not going after him. I'm not going to communities talking about him. I'm not running streams on him. I don't. Why? What would be
Because
the.
your name will still come up.
Mm, uh,
Because you know him. Because he has to try to discredit your credibility. Because what you say is so detrimental, right? You know how evil he is. You know how he lies. And, he used to go around bragging about his private parts. But
yeah.
then he can't, you told us he can't perform as a man.
No, he
So
can't.
there goes
Yeah. I
that
mean,
truth, right?
yeah.
Because he lies about it too. He brings it up. He is sexually deviant. I defined it as what do you call a man who flashes his penis in a public place, meaning on air 30, 40, 50 times? I call it a pervert. I pull out a book, but it's pretty common sense. Would anybody here want a man who flashes his penis on air publicly around them? No.
Mm.
I believe it's probably criminal, which is why he wants to discredit me. But he says
Yeah, and that's mostly what I mean. That's mostly why when we were together, he wasn't doing all that stuff. He was doing the whole I'm a retired troll, and and he wasn't. He really wasn't, as far as I saw, trying to do that much porn bombing. But he still did, and I don't know. It's just it's a thing. He wants somebody to look at that ugly dick of his, and because nobody wants to voluntarily look at it, he wants to force people to look at it.
I think it's more than
So.
that. I
Well,
think
I think that
flashing
has a lot to do with it, but
flashing. Well, the only thing I don't know is it sexual? Does he
yes.
get off when he
Yeah.
flashes? Does he get erect? Does it because that would be what an exhibitionist?
Yeah. No, he is. I would say I would take a gander and say that he probably, again, I'm not a medical professional.
Neither am
Don't
I. We're not saying
um
we are.
yeah.
We're saying
I would
common
say
sense.
I would say that he is, just based on the fact that most of the time when he is porn bombing, he makes sure it is erect.
Well,
So
take his name out of it. What would you say about any man? Because women aren't known as flashers. There may be exceptions, mostly men. What would you say of any man? Forget that you know him. When you hear that the man pulls down his pants and flashes 30, 40 times.
and that's deviance.
Right? Obviously. Common sense. And he wants to make it seem like when he's hooked up with his mate, oh, he's suave. Why would anybody want to be on air with such a creep, with a sexual deviant? And he can talk slick. He can fool people till they see what he's like. And then he obsesses. He is socially rejected. Honestly, you all, would you want to be friends with a penis flasher? With a man who hurts women? We know of 3 cases where he's been terribly hurtful, maybe abusive toward this woman, Jan, certainly toward Prophet and Tiff Mafia, and probably others that are afraid of him because he
Well,
goes low after people.
but let's face it. The internet, YouTube in general, YouTube specifically, gets used by a lot of socially rejected men, so that they can abuse women in a safe place. They use it as a safe place to abuse women because they're not going to get the repercussions that they would if you walked up to somebody in a supermarket, let's say, and flashed your dick at them or called them a fat pig and, did horribly abusive shit to women in public. Nobody's going to put up with that shit in public. But they do that shit on the internet.
Well,
And there's
the
people
police
that
can
enjoy
come and take
it.
them away.
Well, yeah, eventually, hopefully.
Never give a mentally ill person a Bible. He's a fake Christian. A real Christian shows through his or her actions a Christian life model. No real Christian would do like that guy does. It's not Christian
No,
to flash yourself. It's not Christian to go after people. So another case, you can say whatever you want, but judge by our actions who the real Christian is. Certainly not
well,
Jeno.
but set the perverted shit aside. No Christian, no real Christian, no one who claims to be Christian or on a walk of Christ should be sitting on a live stream panel judging and criticizing and tearing down other people for what they do. And from what I've seen, that's what his little Bible studies are all about. Like I said, I don't pay attention to what's going on over there, but I hear things.
It's a fake, in my opinion, but
it is a fake. And all those people that are hanging out with him have been socially rejected from YouTube by everybody because they've been absolute shitbags to everybody that is around them. Everybody that they contact with, everybody that has tried to get close to them, everybody that they've been in relationships with, they've been absolute shitbags. That's why all of those fuckers are all over there together.
Now, he will say that you lied once upon a time. You did. But because you lied, that came from extreme anger at being treated the way you were.
They did.
So people, what would have created this extreme hostility in this woman? The horrible actions of this not lay pervert who took advantage of you, like he takes advantage of everybody.
Yeah, and then said, no, I'll tell you exactly why that fucking picture shit came out is because he sat on a panel. It was Poon was playing the repeat or was playing the restream of it, but he was on somebody's panel and he was telling them all about how it was just a game. He was just using me to get a green card. He wanted my shop. He was planning on staying here for 2 or 3 years. And then he was going to get a divorce and he was going to take my land and take my property and take all my shit. Not that he ever would have gotten anywhere close to that. I have lawyers. I have shit to protect myself from shit like that. But what the fuck, dude? That's what triggered me. That's what triggered that response. Yeah, and I don't have any problem saying that triggered me to the point where I did have an emotional response and I lied about some shit to make him look bad. Not that I needed to. He already looks bad enough.
And listen to what she said. I always thought that too. And he, not only pervert, now has come out and said that he wanted to take advantage of you. He always said he wanted to come to America. And what do you all think about that? Taking advantage of a woman seeking love. He's among the worst. But he talks slick and he lies. And unfortunately, he found a couple other socially rejected people, Miss Butt Smell and a hair puller, and Whoosh I don't know about. I don't know what's going on with Whoosh. Greiker needs to stop brown nosing. Well, you're a troll. He's not brown nosing, but we people who want to stop the real life of Axis of Butt Smell do need to become united, Arnie. I hope you're smarter than that.
Greiker's not doing anything that nobody else has done.
No, he's doing more. He's standing up. Most people don't stand up.
That's why I don't want to do too much talking on the subject, is because I am on a walk of Christ and I am not trying to live my life talking about people. And that's why I didn't really say anything yesterday, is because everything I've already said has already been documented, clipped. There's tapes of it. You can play it back. I don't need to make
He's
any
going
new
to try to
commentary.
hurt you some more, so be careful.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Maybe just be careful. Why
I'm
is
sure. There's a
Birdo
lot of people.
doxxed by him? I'm
There's a
sorry.
lot of people trying. There's a lot of people trying to hurt me and obsessed with me because I won't talk to them, and
Right.
that's just they're not getting unblocked. I cut those
Why
people out of
is
my life for a
Birdo
reason.
doxxed by him? Who's Birdo doxxed by, German lady? By I don't know. You have to tell me. Maybe you are a little too quick to sing the praises. I'm not. Greiker has probably done things I don't agree with, but people can change. So if he's changed and he's influenced by positive support, Greiker now is taking on a really bad guy. Good for him. So again, I'm no brown noser. I don't like Alex. I won't even have. I need an explanation from Alex on what he said. There's no. So it's. I'm not going around simping for anybody. But if Greiker's taking on a bad guy, I support that, and we should all support taking on the butt smell axis who goes real life. Right? You
Yeah.
too. I'm not your simp. I've called you out. Maybe you've called me out. But I support German lady when she goes after bad people. Here is a channel that's interested in protecting people from bad people. I support this group. You watch with caution. We should all be cautious. Good. Arnie, ever since Alex was deported, well, see this guy. We don't know that he was deported, Arnie. Come on. Possible, but there's no evidence. There have been 0 sightings of Yowie in Australia. I don't even know who that is. Hey, Jabber. Arnie. Be funny, dude. I see Arnie goes in all these other streams. Talk about brown nosing, Arnie. Mike, just people saying hello. How's everyone going? Bluebird. Everyone having a great morning. I woke up like 3:00 in the morning. So I don't want to take the lead anymore because it gets tiring of dealing with slime buckets. But Greiker might be taking up the lead, which is a good thing. German lady saying hello. People saying hello. Early Sunday morning in California. Angela.
Yeah, I think Gregor's, let Gregor take the reins for a while. He's got a fresh spin on stuff.
He's good too. He doesn't let go. So check out his streams, you guys. People, Brutal Mafia is always part of the picture. And Abe, I've said validated my name, which was supposedly doxed by Brutal Mafia. I'm going to confuse people. So Brutal Mafia may have doxed me. He may not have. Brutally creepo Abe said or validated the dox by Brutal Mafia. So is that my name or not? Maybe. I'm going to confuse you all. But Brutal Mafia did in fact think he doxed me. How you been, Brutal? Brutal's got a lot of enemies too. I basically get along with them now, but you doxed. That's not why you're putting that up. Doxing is not good. Down, Brutal, down. No, it's not good. And somebody, B scum doxed Brutal Mafia's image. How did you like them apples there, Brutal? Not too cool, huh? Alarm at 5:20. I was up at like 2:30. Life alert. Life alert. I'm not old, dummy. Did you fall? Somebody brought up a criticism I had of Brutal Mafia, or a question. I questioned if Brutal Mafia said, Jan, that he cleans crime scenes, right?
Oh yeah.
But if he does, he would work probably for a government entity or a business that would give him dental insurance. So if he had that job, why hasn't he fixed his teeth?
Not necessarily.
Every government entity, I'm sure, would. Yes, necessarily.
Yeah, yes. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't necessarily have to be a government It doesn't have to be a government contract. There's a lot of independent.
It could be an
Um,
independent. Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of independent. That show. There was a show that was on TV a while ago that kind of made that popular. So there's a lot of independent people that have gone into cleaning up crime scenes.
Okay. Okay.
So
They want
I'm
operating
just saying.
insurance.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Hey, Angela. So what happened was Angela made a comment on Sue's post and they kicked her out. Yeah, there's no criticism allowed. Which she needs, right? Uh, is May Noodles a social reject? Well, she told us herself, her words. I'm not that she was depressed for 2 years. And if you're severely depressed, you're not going to make a lot of friends. I'm just telling you, depressed people are very hard to be around. Very hard to
Why
be around.
why is everybody obsessed with making friends with people on the internet? First of
I
all,
don't
I
think
want
they
to know
are.
this.
I don't think they
Well,
are.
but it seems like a lot of people here
A
are
lot of people,
seriously
yeah.
concerned with who their friends are on the internet and whether or not they have friends on the internet.
Well, I'm trying to
Nobody
explain.
here is your friend. Nobody here
Well,
is your
that's not
friend.
true.
They're
There
all
are
acquaintances.
exceptions.
They're
Most
all
are.
acquaintances.
No,
Some
there
of
are a
them are
couple of
better than
friends.
others, but nobody here is your friend.
Well, I disagree. That's the majority of people, but friendship can be made on the internet. So
It can
it
be
can be.
that
There are a
it
couple.
can
Yeah.
be. There are three people that I still contact
There you
and keep in
go.
contact with privately, but that's it.
If you have 3 really good friends in life, that's pretty cool because most people say they're your friend and aren't. So,
I have one really good best friend, and she's my fucking rock of Gibraltar right there.
yep.
And me too. Her she
Do
feels
you
the
know
same way about us.
that
We're besties.
who owns the Rock of Gibraltar?
Oh no. I don't
I
know
think the
him.
English still possess it.
Huh.
It's
Well,
off of
that's
Spain. Yeah, I think. I've never been there, but I've heard about it, seen pictures. I think England still has it.
cool.
David Foltz, who knows the most about Jan knows about not a pervert in a certain way, intimately relationship, but David knows him in other ways. When Jeno abuses either a woman in May's chat or in May's Discord, then that's on May because she was exposed to them. I'm sorry, David. I'm reading. She has exposed them to him by having him around. No, I think other people. We're all responsible for our actions. So May's may be primary, but other people are too. So I disagree. I think you look at everyone individually. I like to get along with everyone. Yeah, it's not going to work here because to get along at May's, you're not allowed to criticize. So I disagree with JK. I think with Jan, you're talking about. I think you can build friendship on here and care about. Yeah, she did acknowledge that when it got a little bit more precise. But her point is, most people say they're friends. They aren't. What about love? Wendy Vee. I'm going to
Well,
ban you. Well, no. Let
but
me talk about Wendy Vee.
okay.
Um, I'm sorry that you're not as popular as you were. I'm sorry that you're a drunk and you've gone bitter. You don't suck balls. I don't think you're anywhere near balls. You are drunk who used to be funny. Now you're just bitter and old and troublemaking. So you don't suck balls because I don't believe you have a relationship. Having a relationship with a severe drunk is very difficult. And
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't go near you, Wendy V. You used to be good, like a lot of people, like Whoosh. People live in the past, like Whoosh is always talking about pod trash, pod. I like Poon Handler. Oh, I used to be a wonderful singer. I don't live in the past. I bring up the past. I have memories of the past, but not like you, Wendy. You're has been, and you got bitter, right? You're not funny, and even your view numbers used to be one of the most popular streamers, and you're not. So I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to be you, Wendy. Uh, I wouldn't want to be a drunk or be around a drunk. And a drunk can be funny like you used to be, but no more. you need to, let's see, you need to apologize first. What you said to me on Lonnie's. Well, I'll say it right now. I haven't changed my opinion. I think you've become a terrible, horrible human being, and a drunk, and a phony, and bitter. So go ahead and wait. It's going to be a long wait. Ha ha. You are an idiot. Well, I'm not a drunk. I'm pretty consistent. I'm basically the same person I am. For my goal was to achieve 1,000 subs. I did it. Oh. Am I an idiot? I'm educated. What's your education? So is that projection, Wendy Vee? Used to be funny. Why don't you be funny again? Because you're bitter, you're drunk, and you're nothing. I don't go live anymore. That's a good thing. If you're going to be bitter and unfunny, why would you go live? Why are you here? Somehow I don't think you're laughing. It's sad. Some people are has-beens, right? Like Whoosh used to be popular on Pot Trash, but now you got to be with social rejects. Why am I calling them social? Because I'm trying to figure out what made May and Not Late Pervert and Hair Puller, what made them such horrible people? Well, rejection probably. The three of them, would anybody want to have their life situation? No, it's full of loneliness and rejection and sourness and bitterness, like Wendy Vee. No, I wouldn't want to be any of the three. Whoosh, I wouldn't want to be Whoosh, but at least he has talent. I don't think he's going low on me, though he called Alex a serial rapist, which Alex is not, as much as I don't like him. So they're all corrupted. And Greiker is taking the lead, and these people go real life. So there's worth on taking them on, because you shouldn't want either of these three people going real life. And what about doxing a parent? Not Late Pervert has hurt women in real life, like Jan. She didn't deserve that.
He called my mother. He called my mother and my sister and left both of them messages on their answering machine that I was misbehaving on the internet, and one of them needed to come and stop me.
Wow.
Who does that? And that was last year.
A very malicious person. A terrible person. That's who does it.
That was last year. And as of last year, him and I hadn't been together for over a year. And he did that.
Well, you exposed him, didn't you, Jan?
Yeah. Well, and his response was, oh, well, her mom gave me her phone number and said if I ever needed her help, to give her a call. Why would you keep we broke up 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. Why would you keep my mother's phone number that he only had because I went to fucking England?
Jeno, you're restreaming, so people should listen to Jan. This is a woman that Not Late Pervert said, as she tells us, he admitted he
that's what I'm saying. Like,
why would you do this woman? He used this
when you want to go real life. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You're going to involve a 79-year-old woman in your garbage
because he's so rejected.
She doesn't want to be fucking involved in.
Because just being on here gets him some attention. Who would give him attention in real life, Jan? Right? Really?
Oh,
nobody.
Well, and his excuse was, "Oh, well, Jan's mom loved me." You think my mom loves you more than she fucking loves me?
Jan doesn't know you, dummy. Now that she knows about you, I doubt very much she even likes you.
I don't, and none of my family does either.
Excuse me. Very low brow, calling me a drunk. You're low brow. You're low. Why do you go in another place you're not wanted? Go have a life. Are you now a social reject, Wendy, that you have to come here? I don't want you here. I told you that. You've been called a drunk. Every time I talk to you, you're drinking. But you don't mean anything to me anymore. You used to be a good guest. Why are you here? Isn't that sad? I'm not a big streamer. So go do what you're going to do. You're not welcome here. But you could be funny, but you're not funny anymore. You seem very bitter, disappointed. No, I'm not bitter. I have a pretty good life. But you seem very bitter. Projection is so strong here. So can you go away? You're not wanted. Why would you come here where you're not wanted? Isn't that sad, Wendy? Really? Don't even give Wendy attention. Who are we talking about? Wendy. Oh, Wendy Vee. I'm sorry. No, I'll give her attention. She needs it. I guess. No, I don't. I'm disappointed because Wendy Vee was the best guest I ever had. Right? She's another has-been, probably like Whoosh. These people who had success. Move on. Move on, Wendy. Whoosh. You have talent. Why are you with these people? Very sad. I think because Whoosh has had tough times. Losing a woman he loved, so difficult. So maybe that's why he's bitter. I don't know.
COVID is over. COVID was a strange time for all of us. We all got on here. We all did some weird things. But COVID is over. It's time to go back to normal. President Trump is making government agents go back to the White House and
I agree with that.
Wherever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I also agree with that. Well, it's time for all of us adults who have been playing shit on the internet. It's time for, if you want to make it here on the YouTube, you need to come up with something that is not just drama based anymore, because
it has to be with your goal. It's what people want here.
It has to be a thing. The days COVID's over. The weird times of fucking off on the internet. If you're still doing that now, 5 years later, you're right. That is a something's wrong. There's I'm saying development that.
I spend too much time here, but I don't.
Something else, but
no, I don't agree with that because they can't compete socially. That's the whole point. They come on here, they get attention. Do you think anybody would want to be around Not Late Jeno once they get to know him? No.
Well, but my point is people are going to get tired of that. It's not,
apparently not.
We need, if you want to make it, if you want to stay here, you got to come up with some content, because people are getting nobody cares about the drama anymore.
No, they care about the drama. Forward. They care about the drama.
Really? You think so? You think so? Really?
Well, give me an example. Once I talked about non-drama politics, among the lowest, probably the lowest rated. I did a biographic series on Andy Cruz, one of the lowest rated. No, I think people still like drama. So I would disagree with you on that. In fact, why is anybody watching Not Late Pervert? Drama. But Not Late Pervert can't make his original content. When he does his music, whatever he gets, nobody cares. Nobody likes it. But if he restreams me or other people are interested because we're interesting people. So I disagree with you. I think people still come here for drama. But even if not, literature, books, etc., it's all about drama. Just a different kind. Politics, drama.
But my thing is like, okay, it's General Hospital, right? You can only change up the players and the drama content so much before it's, I don't know, it gets old. But maybe I'm just speaking again.
Yeah, I think you're speaking for yourself. Yeah.
I'm speaking for myself.
Because the drama are based on archetypes. In every society, you have heroes, villains. Let's talk about the love story between Alex and May. It's really over in real life, right? Typical story. You meet somebody, you fall in love, and you fall out of love. But that for most cases is the end of it. But because of YouTube, we're still talking about Alex and May. In real life, it's over with. They broke up. But here, this is YouTube life. And it's kind of a life. It's just a different form. Right? So YouTube is different. It's still about drama, at least here. And if you want to learn about politics, there are other places you can go that have a lot more. But I like this kind of thing because I know the people. If you're Jim Renam getting 800 live views on Gypsy Rose, fine. But I don't care about these national stories. I like interacting, like Wendy Vee. I know Wendy Vee. Greiker is a real lifer. You hitch your star. I'm not hitching my star. I'm saying if he goes after bad people, I support that. The other stuff, I'll deal with that. So stop that. We're not simps like Tony Baloney or other people.
Oh,
So
and by the way, oh, go ahead.
ahead.
I was
So
gonna
I'll
say,
find out about Greiker, but this is what I'm saying. If he changes and he's doing a good thing, then I support that, and I'll deal with other past behavior. So you're wrong about that. I'm hitching no star. That's not me. Is that
I
you,
did
Wendy?
want to.
Go
I
ahead.
did want to say to Gregor, if you're listening, you were wrong about yesterday. You said it was $1,000 ring from Amazon. It was not. It was a $300 ring from a pawn shop.
Well, I heard Not Lay Pervert say that he wanted to get you a bigger ring, but it's the ring you picked out and it was crappy.
Whatever. No, I didn't.
I heard him say that.
I didn't want him to spend thousands of dollars on an engagement ring because I knew that shit was not real.
How does he have? You said he's on assistance, but how does he have thousands of dollars if he's on assistance?
We met on I think he had a little money from. He says he had money from when he sold his music business, whatever recording studio. I don't know. I think it probably was inheritance money.
Okay, but Jan, I thought I heard you say he was on some form of assistance.
Yes.
Well, can you talk about that for a minute?
Did
I get that right?
Again, I don't know what kind of assistance it is, but I can put two and two together. I'm not stupid. And I know that he was in housing for people that are like low income housing here, but it's different there. They give you a place to live. It's not like here.
What do you mean? I don't. Is it because you think he's mentally disabled?
I don't know.
Or what?
I don't
so you
know.
Don't know. Let's be clear.
I have no idea. I know that he got government assistance for an apartment, the apartment that he was staying in.
Hang on, because I want to be fair. Just because I don't like him, how do you know he got money from the government for his flat or whatever? How do you know
that? Because of the program that he said that it was, and Charlotte confirmed that was what she told me. Yes, that's what it would. That it is what.
So
it is.
He
that
told
they help
you,
with. They help with housing, but it is.
So he told you he was on a program, and Charlotte confirmed that it's a form of assistance.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
That's how he had the apartment that he was staying in, and it was the kind of thing where he had to it was I don't know. To me, it was like a halfway house here in America because they had like a person who ran this apartment complex that he had to meet with once a week.
What do you mean he had to meet with them once a week?
He had to meet with them once a week, and they asked him like, "How are you doing? Like, how's everything going?"
So let's get a little specific.
Up there?
How do you know he had to meet with somebody regarding assistance once a week?
Because he said it more than once, and I was there.
So he told you. Okay.
Yes, and I was there, and I actually went to one of those meetings with him.
Oh, hang on. You went with him to one of those meetings?
Yeah.
And who was it with?
I met with the guy that runs his apartment.
So the owner of the apartment or the manager?
Yes.
And what was said at that meeting?
I mean, again, basic stuff, Sam. Stop interrogating me.
Oh, your audio's giving out.
Basic stuff. How are you doing? How's everything going? Are you having any problems adjusting to living upstairs? The normal stuff.
But that's not normal. I've rented apartments in my past. You don't meet with the landlord.
Can I finish my sentence? The normal stuff that you would ask somebody if they were on an assistance program that had to do with some kind of mental or emotional evaluation. Again, I don't know. I was there for 2 weeks. I talked to him for 6 months. He's a liar and a narcissist. So again, there's not a whole lot of information that got shared.
Okay,
Except for
but
pertinent information.
how did this person represent themselves as a manager, as a counselor, what, or anything?
To me, as a counselor, to me that person
Okay,
was a counselor. To me
so
that
you,
person was a counselor. I've
so
never
it,
had. I've owned many or I've rented
right.
few apartments in my life, and some of them have been income restricted, and I've never had to meet with somebody once a week.
I've rented when I was younger apartments. That's not the normal situation. If you're a
No,
straight
it's
tenant,
not.
they
No,
don't
it's
meet with
not.
you. It sounds like a
No.
counseling situation to me. So we're speculating here, but factually, Jan met with somebody who gave him questions like, "How you doing?" Like a counselor would ask. Why anybody renting, people listening, do you meet with somebody once a week? So that offers proof or toward proof
And again, it
that he
doesn't
has
matter.
problems that he would require a counselor.
It doesn't matter. Why wouldn't you just be, I don't know, why wouldn't you be honest with that to anybody,
That's why it
especially the
matters.
person that you're intending to spend your life with. And that's why I'm saying there were always things all along that I was like, he says this, but this is what I see. Those things don't make sense to me. So when we went to the pawn shop, I'm not a greedy bitch. I wanted to go to a pawn shop to get an engagement ring because I knew that shit was just as fake as the fucking relationship that he was pretending to have with me.
Well,
I
wait a
liked the
minute,
ring.
wait a
I didn't
minute,
care.
wait a
I
minute,
didn't.
wait a minute, wait a minute. He said that after you came back from England, that you still had a relationship for 2 months or so. Is that true?
No, that's not correct.
Can you say specifically when the relationship was broken up? Because we have to be fair to him too. So I want you to get specific. Why isn't that true?
It wasn't 2 months. It was shorter than that. It was like 3 or 4 weeks.
So after you got back from England, uh, you still had a relationship with him, right?
Yeah.
So if he didn't perform as a man sexually and treated you horribly, why didn't you break up with him before you left?
Because I really wasn't in how do I say this? Okay.
Truthfully.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to say how I hadn't really come into my own yet.
What does
Um,
that mean?
I guess I didn't really know how to handle that situation because I was so focused on listening to the other people around me give me their input on what they think I should do instead of
Well, what
what
was
I
what was your
instead of
state?
instead of feeling like I should know what I should do.
You were
So
confused. So
now, yeah,
what
so
was your
now
situation
that,
leaving England though? How did you feel when you left England toward him?
I not good. I was not happy. Um
But
I was not feeling
but
it.
you still, when you left England, was the marriage still on?
According to him,
No, I'm asking according to you.
no.
Did you
I didn't
tell
have it.
him you were
I didn't
off?
have any intentions. I didn't have any intentions of following through with that. Like I said, I was in a situation of
Well, I don't know about
I
that,
I
Dan. You
knew
took the ring.
like I didn't know how to handle that situation.
Jan, you picked out a ring. At that point,
Yeah.
if you pick out a ring, you show intent to marry him, to be fair.
Okay, sure. I will show intent to go along with the whole idea that we were going to get married, but I'm saying when I left England, I did not feel like I was going to marry that person.
Did you tell him that?
No,
Why?
I don't know.
I do think, and I don't like him, that if
I barely knew
that,
what the fuck I was. I barely knew what the fuck my name was 2 years ago.
but you knew
I was
enough
going
to
through a lot
agree
of
to marry
shit.
him. You didn't know you had
Yeah.
a problem, but you agreed to marry the man. Marriage, when you go in, you think it's for the rest of your life. So I'm a little confused. Really.
I'm telling you, Sam, I was confused. I was confused about life. I was confused about myself. I was confused about that relationship and what that relationship meant. But that was not a serious relationship. If I can,
Ma'am, you
looking
said you were
back,
going to marry him, Jan.
I know that, Sam. I don't care what I said. I'm telling
Well, I
you.
care about the truth.
Yes, and I am
You're not
telling you.
being
I said I was
consistent. Just
gonna,
because I don't like him doesn't mean I
dude.
won't
Just
ask you
because
hard questions.
are you telling me that I can't look at a situation that happened 3 fucking years ago and analyze it better now, having lived through it and changed and grown
I'm
as a
saying you
person?
came up here. I have a right to ask you questions.
And
Just
I'm
because I don't
telling
like
you,
them, I'm not going to put up with
and I am answering your
bullshit.
question. I am
Don't tell
answering
me
your
you didn't love him. You
question.
took a ring from the man. You agreed to marry
I
him.
did. I cared about him.
Well,
I'm
own up
not
to that. You
saying
said you
that.
loved him. Not only cared, you agreed to marry the man.
Okay, so I did. But what I'm saying is it doesn't matter that I said that. I was confused about a lot of stuff
It
in my
does
life.
matter. It does
Looking
matter.
back on it now, I knew when I left England that we weren't getting married. That was the question you asked
Shouldn't
me,
you
and
have
I
told
answered
him?
that question.
Shouldn't you have told him, to be fair? You left with him having the thought you were to continue to get married. I think you owed it to him to tell him, and you didn't. That wasn't right.
Okay, so fuck me then. I'm a
not saying
horrible
fuck.
fucking person.
I didn't say that, Jan. I
What the
disagree.
fuck, Sam? I owed it to him to tell
Yes.
him when I left
Yes.
England that I was unhappy with the way that he treated me and I didn't feel like we were
You
ever going to get
said
married.
yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
well then fuck
Because
me. I'm a horrible person because
I
I
didn't
didn't
say
tell
that,
him
but you
that.
were wrong. I disagree with the way. If you decided you weren't going to get married before you left England, you should have told them. And you didn't.
Dude. So you're gonna be judgmental
Yeah, of
about
course.
a personal decision that I made.
Of course. If you broke up the marriage, you should have, let's say hypothetically,
I
anybody.
didn't break up the marriage. We're talking about
You
a
said
feeling,
you no
Sam.
longer intended
We're
to marry
talking.
him when you left
Yes,
England. You should have told
I'm
him.
telling you, I had
You
the
should have told
feeling
him.
when I got on the plane as a woman saying, leaving a foreign country who's just spent 2 weeks with their supposed fiance that treated them like shit. I'm telling you that as I got on the plane, I'm like thinking to myself, yeah, no, I don't think we're getting married.
Okay, now you
And you're
changed
calling me a bad person for that? Fuck you.
So you can say whatever you want. Yes, we all judge. Now you're changing it to when you left him, you intended to marry him. But you said before
No,
you didn't.
I'm telling
in
you, I
England.
had the.
Now you're
I'm
telling me
telling you, I had an emotional feeling in my mind, in my brain, whatever. And I had the feeling when I left England, even though we were still engaged. Yes, I had the feeling. Yeah, we're not getting married. This relationship isn't going to work
you should have
out.
told him. Then you should have told him.
Well, then fuck me. I guess I'm the horrible person. Everything Jeno says about me is completely justified then.
I didn't
because
say
I'm
that.
a horrible person that I didn't tell him I was having doubts about the relationship.
Because I don't like him doesn't mean
shit,
that I won't
Sam.
judge.
You're an asshole. Do you know that? Do you know you're an asshole?
No, I think you are. I think whatever you do,
I know I'm
you
an
agreed
asshole.
to marry the man. You agreed to. Nobody forced you to. So I'm saying you should have told him these thoughts rather than wait 2 weeks. You waited 2 weeks. Okay, you didn't know until you were on the plane. Then you should have told him when you could have. Not left him hanging, think he was going to still marry you. You were wrong.
Are you kidding me? He was fucking around with Tiffany at the time.
Then why didn't you?
Are you kidding me? You're
No,
fucking with me right now.
No, I'm not.
You're absolutely joking. Do you know
I
how
don't
many
like
women
your behavior. I don't like.
Dude,
I didn't like your behavior. Another
he was fucking with Tiffany at the time. When I came back from England, he took up with Tiffany immediately.
Ma'am, you said when you
Dude,
stepped up.
you are such a you fucking I cannot believe I fell for your shit again. You got me up here just so you could fucking
I got
attack
you up
me.
here. I don't even like you up here, but you came. I let
I
you up. I
know.
got you
Yeah,
up here.
I came up here I came up here to talk to you.
Then
I thought
let's
we could have
talk.
some
You
good
can't handle the
conversation.
truth. You can't
No,
handle the
no,
truth. can you?
I
No,
can't
you
handle the
can't.
truth.
Just and
What
I
I
don't like
can't
that you
handle,
look,
what I
ma'am.
can't handle is another abusive,
Now
narcissistic
you're
piece of
calling me
shit man
abusive because I don't
belittling
like
me
your
on the
behavior.
internet.
So
Yeah,
you're calling me an abusive.
you're belittling me about my feelings about a
No, your
relationship that I
behavior
had
was
3
wrong.
years ago.
Look at so
My
you go to
behavior
I'm
was not
abusing you
wrong.
because I don't. Your behavior
I am
was
allowed
wrong.
to have doubts about that
Let me
relationship.
tell
You
you.
guys all wanted me to have doubts about that relationship.
No, I
You
didn't.
did nothing but the entire time
I
try
took
to
no
convince
interest
me
in it.
to have doubts
Ma'am,
about that relationship. Now
ma'am,
I'm telling you I had doubts when I
ma'am.
left England, and you're telling me I'm a
Let
bad
me
person
tell
for that?
you what I
No, no, you're
really.
not. No, you're not. No, I don't care, Sam. I don't give a shit what you have to say. That's abuse.
Well, you can leave then. But if you're up here, I muted her. You're going to
Yeah, I
listen to
can
me.
fucking.
Well, I kicked you off, but you can come back up after she left. You can't handle the truth. Because I don't like the man doesn't mean that I'm going to approve when you do wrong. I'm the one who called you out when you were on Poons, and you said this man gave you, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I started to question you, Jan, when you were on Poon Handlers, and I heard you say that he had child, meaning a nude picture of you when you were a minor. You accused him of having that picture. Because I don't like the man, because the man lies about me, I think he's a horrible human being, but I will not support lie against anyone, including against him. I was the one when you were on Poon Handlers and you started to say that this man, not lay Jeno, had a picture of you when you were nude, and then you changed it to cleavage or some bullshit. You accuse this man of having child pornography. Whatever I feel about him, I didn't believe it. I questioned you. I started to question you, and you changed your story, Jan, on Poon Handlers. And Poon Handlers said, no questioning her. You were wrong. Vile. You break up with somebody. You should not accuse them of having child pornography if they did not. If it was up to me, there would have been a criminal complaint against you. And then you changed your story. Shame on you. And I started to question you, and you call me an abuser? That's on you, Jan. By the way, I don't like this man. He's probably restreaming me now. He's done horrible things. But I will not say or accept a lie against him by anyone without calling it out. He's lucky he did not marry you, by the way. He was accused by you of having child pornography, a picture of you when you were nude. Originally, you said the word nude and then you changed it. I questioned you and then wasn't allowed to. So now, Jan, you expect me to respect you? I let you be heard. I started to question you. And then what did she do, folks? Called me an abuser? What did I do? Questioned her. That's all it took. Let us be careful. So easy to call someone abuse. And that's what May Noodles does. And that's what Notlay General does. But I will not be him. And it wasn't right, Jan, how he treated you. I do believe, and you said he admitted, he went after you, and you are desperate, in my opinion, for love. Very desperate. I think he took advantage. But that doesn't mean that you have the right to lie about him. And a vile lie. Accusing him of having child pornography? Poon Handler failed as a streamer. But I questioned you. I didn't want you up here. I don't think you're the best streamer up here, but I let you on, didn't I? Why? Because you have a story to tell about Not Late Jeno. You were engaged. Don't give me bullshit. You didn't care about him. You agreed to marry him. You let him in your house in America. You let him in your house. You, Jan, introduced Not Late Jeno to your mother. Don't come up here and bullshit me. Why would you agree to marry this man if you didn't love him? So let's go to what you said on here. You said you weren't going to marry him before you left England. I said that's wrong, not to tell him. He deserved the truth. You didn't tell him. What, you left him thinking you were going to get married? Now your story changed a little bit. Oh, it was on the plane. It was on the plane. Okay. Why did it take you 2 weeks to tell him? 2 weeks. Jan, you're not credible. And I know saying that hurts anybody wanting to go out Not Late Jeno. I won't go at him with a lie. I'm not him. I'm not May Noodle. I don't lie. He has the right to question you, by the way. But I question you for the truth, not for him. It was disgusting. You accused this man of having child pornography, and then you changed your story. I called it out. Yeah, I'm an enemy of him. He don't like me. I don't like him. But I'm not going to be him. I called it out, and then Poon stopped me. But I continued calling it out, and I was right. You made it up, didn't you? What? Because I don't like him? Because people don't like him, you think people will accept it? They shouldn't. You're disgusting. You, Jan, on here, on a public space, on Poon Handlers, because I was on that panel, accused this man of a crime, knowing that you made it up. And I'm the abuser? You abuse the truth. If people left that stream quickly, they would have believed it. Maybe some of them never came back. So in their minds, they heard you say this man had child pornography and he did not. That's on you, Jan. You call me an abuser? You all, did you hear that? Because I questioned her, what did she jump to? I'm an abuser? But if I've gone along with your story, it wouldn't be. That's your definition, Jan? Anybody hearing this? You want to hook up with Jan? Good luck. You should be alerted. If you question her too hard, what will she accuse you of? And Not Late Pervert, you dodged a bullet too, dummy. I'm no kiss ass. I didn't especially like Jan ever since she made that false accusation. But I let her up. She said, I got her. I didn't even know she was going to be in chat. I don't need her in chat. I don't even like her. I think she's kind of boring. But she knew details about this man, Not Late Jeno. But I'm not going to be uncritical. As she told her story, I'm going to question her to make sure it's truthful. She knew before she left England, she didn't want to marry him. I said, did you tell him? If you break up, doesn't he deserve to know, at least, good man or not? She didn't tell him. Before she left England. And then, oh, it was on the plane. Okay. That's a change of detail, but okay. Maybe you didn't understand. How long did it take? You knew you didn't want to marry him. Why did you wait 2 weeks? Oh, she said she heard some other stuff. But you said here, you knew on that plane you weren't going to marry him. Yet you didn't tell him for 2 weeks. Wrong. See, people reveal themselves. That's why I have them up. If I don't like them, I didn't especially dislike her. I didn't like her a little bit. I bring people up to seek the truth. She came up. What did she expect? That I was just going to follow whatever she said? That's not me. She expected because I don't like this man. Maybe he's restreaming me. He said slander against me, but I will not go there. Shame on you, Jan. 15-minute conversation. You revealed yourself. Did you not? Whoa. You're not ready for marriage. Did you get married again? You did, right? Or you didn't? See, that's the problem, right, David? If you lie, you lose credibility. Once you accuse him of having child pornography and change your story, you, Jan, lost credibility. Shame on you. That should be against the law, to me, to falsely accuse man or woman of something like that. Going back to chat. It's 6:30. My wife wakes up. I don't want to go hours on this. I don't. No. Of course, if someone great comes up, I'll go with it. Okay, I've been alerted, Wendy, about Greiker. I'm not hitched. I'm not hitched to a star. I didn't hear him do anything wrong except righteous on his last chat. He is attacking, questioning, calling out socially rejected, malicious people. If they're socially rejected, I feel bad, but I'm not going to attack them. I'll feel bad for them. It's when they get malicious and make up things like the axis of butt smell. But I'm not going to be them. Because they dox, they say everybody doxes. Everybody doesn't dox. And because they dox, they're going to say I dox. Well, no, I just proved it. Removing people. That's why I know their real names. Because when you ban somebody, it goes on a ban list. And then you see their real name. I don't threaten people. I'm not gonna dox you. Judge me. Have I ever doxed anybody? People make like I did, but it's a lie. No, I never did. How about porn bombing? I'm not gonna porn bomb you, Riley, or Randall from Florida. Haven't done it, have I? Now, Wazzy Doggy says I don't want to put my name to correct, but there's ways I've been told I don't have to. Have I done it? No. I haven't flagged anybody. I'm not them. I will represent myself with my words, the weight of my truth. That's how I compete. I'm not going to strike not late Jeno, though he says he wants to take down this channel. I don't want to take down his channel. Exceptions. If somebody doxes you, I understand why you dox them back. But May Noodles, doxing a parent of Hello Starlight, May Noodles, sending copies of government-owned passport information, because a passport is a government document, birth certificate. How about, no, make it personal. I did a stream on this. It was so horrible. I wanted to alert people how low May Noodles, not lay pervert, can go. I brought this up and they had some kind of bullshit explanation. It was a joke or something. No, it wasn't. Bring it back up. Let people judge. Who would joke and laugh about a sexual assault victim? No, it didn't impact my life, what happened to me at 16. But technically, it was a sexual assault on a 16-year-old. It's a minor, right? I was 16. And May Noodles was talking about someone else on her stream. And Not Lay Jeno has targeted me. Not Lay Jeno, pervert. I told you why I think he's a pervert. Started to make fun of the sexual assault upon me at 16. Laughing. Changing the details. All of a sudden, it happened in an alleyway. It did not. What it may do, lapped along. Now, you don't like me? That's okay. Is that okay to do? Like me, don't like me, hate me, love me. Is that okay to do? Make fun of someone's sexual assault upon them. Is that okay to do? Miss Mama, is that okay to do? Allie? Is that okay to do, Allie? Is that okay to do, Allie? Laughing. What happened to me at 16? You think that's okay to do, Allie? Miss Mama? Have these people access the butt smell? Whoosh. Is that okay to do? Whoosh. Is that okay to do? Whoosh. Oh, don't judge me. I don't necessarily agree. Motherfucker, you stream with them. Shut the fuck up. Whoosh. How diminished you are. Is that okay to do, Whoosh? Joke with them too, Whoosh? You think that's funny, Whoosh? Let me say it again. Will you ask them? Will you ask May Noodles to put that stream up and people can judge? I'm telling you. Not Lay Pervert started talking about and laughing. Me being sexually assaulted at 16. And May joined in. Is that okay, Wish? Miss Mama? People who support May Noodles? Not Lay Pervert? Is that okay? You're going to bullshit, right? Those are the facts. Not Lay Jeno brought up on a public platform, May Noodles, making up details about the assault upon me. Didn't happen in an alley. Certainly wasn't consensual. Shame on you, Not Lay Pervert. I just defended you against false accusation. What? Jan thought I was going to come up and not question her bullshit because she thought I didn't like him. That's not me. How dare you, Jan? 10 minutes, 15 minutes of critical. You see how she ended? Calling me an abuser? What did I do? Questioned her. Why would I question her? Because she lied and she called this man a possessor of child pornography. And I don't like him, but he did not do that. I never call him the P word, but he calls people P word and chum. He's the one. I'm not. I'm better than you, Jeno. I will defend you when you've been wronged, even though you commit wrong against people. And that's why I'm better than you. That's why Prophet's better than you. You bullshit all you want. You restream me all you want. The truth is the truth. You did not possess child pornography. As Jan on a public platform once said, Poon Handler didn't question it. He said, how dare you? But I did. And he shut me up. Attack Jeno on merit, not on falsity, not on personal agenda. The truth matters here at SHA. Wendy Vee, I'm not that upset. Stop. I'm upset at false accusation, not at you. I don't care that much about you. I once thought you were a great guest. And I will fall. SHA will fall. I'll be taken down, or I'll go on too long, and I'll get bitter and lose support. But not yet. SHA has been pretty righteous, having up many guests, including May Noodles. Not Lady Jeno is an exception. I will not bring him up. I tried. His behavior gets worse and worse. How low tier to have to restream another streamer, because the foundation of the stream, the commentary, is based on what I say, not on his original content. People have a choice, but they have no choice if channels come down. And that's what Not Late Pervert wants. He doesn't want to or words. He wants to shut down his opponent because he can't compete. You're weak, Not Late Jeno. You're restreaming me. I never restream anyone. My goal. I call out bad behavior. I don't take up investigation. I don't take up going to YouTube and whining and shutting down. I don't want to shut down anyone unless they're a criminal, violate the law, go after kids. Other than that, let people see, hear for themselves. You have more viewers? Okay. Simple truth. More viewers than me, less viewers than me. I'm not in this for money, so views don't affect money. I'm in this. Talk to people, express myself, be creative. Many people have more views. Poon Handler, and I think his streams are basically crap. Would I like more viewers? Yes. Will I shield for more viewers? No. Will I lie for more viewers? No. I'll ask people if you find any of this worth listening to. Thumbs up. Like me, don't like me. I've earned it. I'm not going to beg you for it. I've earned it. Thumb up. Sup. Center of the universe last couple of months. I went through a list of the people who've been on. Wonderful guests. Some don't like me. May was pretty great. She don't like me. I let her up. She won't let me up without conditions. Not Late Pervert won't let me up. He has banned me in chat. But I won't let him up either. So that's kind of fair. But not because I can't handle him. He's just hurt too many people. He's not after the truth. I've had him up. One exception. Katiana SHA. Consumed with YouTube. I spend too much time here. Consumed? No. You think I really think about this? No, like, I wanted to go up on Grikers, but my wife, hopefully she's done with it. She had food poisoning. I took her to the hospital. That's what I was consumed with, dummy. My wife, my kids, my neighborhood, my country, my God. YouTube? Too much time here. Consumed? No. And his answer is to block me. If you're blocked, how can I read this comment, dummy? Wendy, come on. I don't have that much against Wendy, but when she comes in, be funny. I miss her as a guest. It's been years. So it's disappointment because why was she so good? We laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. That's why. Giggled, lost control. Very, very rare. Lost control of my giggle, but no more. Too much drink? Too much consuming YouTube, Wendy? I don't know. I don't really dislike her, but I'll go after comments not correct. Why is Wendy Vee here? I don't want you in chat. You're too aggressive in your attack and not true. What happened to your funny, Wendy Vee? You lost it, right? That was your value. Otherwise, what is the value of your lame comments here? It's sad, right? Writing night. Who would know? I think I told Greiker, if you want to know about Not Late Pervert, go ask Righty. Ask him. Get everyone's experience. The more people, the better. The UK will help with housing if you're homeless and help with rent if you're on a low income. There you go. Here's the problem. Question the credibility of the source. Jan has lied. So to be fair to a scumbag, Not Late General, even though I don't like him, I want to be fair. If the only confirmation he's in low housing is from Jan, I don't fully believe that. To believe that, I need to hear it from one other source. That's why credibility is important. And that's why I part of the reason why I question Jan, to see if she's believable. Now, because if it only came from Jan and Not Late Pervert says he doesn't take any kind of welfare, I can't say that he does. He might. We don't know if it's based on Jan. Why? She admitted lying. You saw her here. You saw her here. Was she credible or hysterical and unfair? So I'm not. So I learned something. I have to qualify it if I say he was on some kind of assistance. But I probably won't bring it up again unless I know more. Jan is not credible. What about, I said that according to Jan said he can't perform as a man. Got to question that. Everything that came from Jan now needs to be questioned. Because I went at her truthfulness and whoa, started calling me an abuser. So I got to stop attacking Not Late Pervert based on what Jan said, to be fair. But he's not fair to you. I know. I'm not them. So, but I do qualify most things. But everything Jan said about Jeno, I don't take on face value. I don't flip-flop. I learn more. Jan came up and left with less credibility. So everything she says about Jeno, question and say it might be true, but it might not be. That's all. So I think we need second sources, right? In terms of sexual performance, we know, if true, he paid a 17 or 18-year-old, I don't know, money for a sexual masturbation thing. He denies he gave her money. That's why I qualify it. Alex, who generally is truthful but can lie and slander. He slandered me. Another, don't take his word 100%. But if enough people say it, begin to question. Alex said that Jeno paid Natalie money to humiliate him. Another detail, questionable source. I want to hear it from Natalie. See, Alex, that's where you get hurt. You slander me. I can't view you as a 100% credible source. Sometimes, I take it into consideration. But did Natalie pay Jeno to humiliate him? If it's only Alex saying that, I wouldn't accept that without question. If Natalie said it, that adds more credence. Based on what I know about Jeno, I tend to believe it. The man, is there humiliation involved in flashing your penis? I don't know. I don't think most people will like it or think highly of it. Something's wrong with this man. My opinion. I think it's obvious. There's my why. You all question. Thumbs up, if you would. Check out Gryker, Gryker. And also, listen to Jeno too. Listen to both sides. Till we meet again, my name is Sam Hill. Be well.